Linda, you're embarrassing yourself.
At least my phone works.
Switch to the carrier ranked #1 in network coverage satisfaction. Call or visit Consumer Cellular today.
Work. Play. Blink. Relief. Work. Play. Blink. Relief.
The only 3-in-1 extended relief formula for dry eyes.
Blink.
You know what's great? New hands-free stretch fit Skechers slip-ins. You just step in and go, and they stretch for the perfect fit. I wonder what else I could stretch. Now that's a strike zone. Try new stretch fit Skechers slip-ins.
What causes a curve down there? Is it Peyronie's disease? Is there somebody I can talk to or help?
I got somebody for that.
I got somebody for that. I got somebody for that.
You guys got somebody for Peyronie's disease?
There's hope for the estimated 1 in 10 men who may have Peyronie's disease, or PD. A urology specialist who treats PD can help you create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody today at gogetsomebody.com.
The administration has laid out very clear rules on free speech. Now, some naysayers may argue that this administration's speech concerns are merely a cynical ploy, a thin gruel of a ruse, a smokescreen to obscure an unprecedented consolidation of power and unitary intimidation, principleless and coldly antithetical to any experiment in a constitutional republic governance. Some people would say that. Not me, though. I think it's great.
Oh my God, Gene, it's too much. It's too much.
I know.
Gene, you and me, we've been around. We're a bit older. Yeah. You may have a different opinion than me, but it just seems to me, and I'm just curious. Just seems to me that this is whack-a-mole for the Trump administration. They get rid of Colbert. They get something far worse. I can't even repeat what they get every week on South Park. They get something harsher and blunter and more popular. And now you have Jon Stewart doing this when, you know, and it's going to be nonstop. It's going to be from other parts of popular culture. This is not going to rest. Nobody wants to see the federal government, other than Donald Trump and the most intense MAGA minions. But nobody wants to see the FCC, as the Wall Street Journal said. Well, let me have them say it so people don't think it's my words. Talking about we can do this the easy way or the hard way, Mr. Carr told a podcaster, who I believe got some money from Russia, in words that could have been uttered by a New Jersey mob boss. Yeah, that's going to turn off. That's going to turn off most Americans. So it just seems to me this is, at the end of the day, short-sighted, because he's just going to get it from elsewhere, and it's going to, like South Park, it's going to be even more intense.
Well, Joe, I certainly hope that's true. I hope this is whack-a-mole, and I hope that, because this is what would have happened in the past, of course, and you would have, you would have seen 1,000 flowers bloom, right, of that sort of rhetoric. What's different this time, to me, at least, and is something that you just mentioned, that Ann Applebaum highlighted, which is this is government coercion. This is the head of the FCC, Brendan Carr, saying we can do this the easy way or the hard way. A mobster-like threat against ABC's affiliates, more directly, but by extension against ABC itself. That is something I don't recall seeing it, and I think that's something beyond cancel culture. That's government, or an attempt at government censorship, and it is all because, as President Trump said on Air Force One, they're all against me. And he doesn't like being criticized and made fun of every night by the late-night comedians. Now, he didn't mention one other late-night comedian, Greg Gutfeld, who goes on Fox every night and praises him in an almost Kim Jong-un kind of manner. So, but leaving that aside, we know how thin-skinned the president can be. Using government power and coercion in that way, holding the mergers and other business deals essentially over the heads of these companies, extorting money from $18 million from ABC and $16 million from CBS in previous deals. This is new to me, and it's more than worrying. I think I think we should be alarmed.
Oh, yeah. And this sounds so much like what you wrote about, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years ago in Twilight of Democracy, when you're talking about what was happening in Poland. You would have, I don't remember, maybe it was a trucking company or somebody that was buying up all the newspapers, and they were buying it up so they'd be all pro-law and justice party. In this case, it seems to me the leverage point comes from these massive multinational corporations that also happen to own media. And so if the president